Hey everybody, welcome back to Painted Studio. I'm Maury Curtis Dunbar, owner and proprietor here at Painted Studio. Sorry, weird things pop up on my screen. It's almost immediately doing lives. And so if you're seeing any pop-ups for classes, ignore it because obviously we're not hosting classes at the moment. It's that pop-up is something that Facebook likes to do. Meanwhile, we're going to move on and do fun projects here in the studio. So you might have seen my lives over the weekend where I'm talking about the kits that I put out. So everybody who is on remote can have some fun and creative projects to work on at home. So the first thing we're doing is today are Easter eggs. Now when you purchase a kit, you get a package of 6 eggs. These are plastic eggs that have been paper machéd. Then you're going to get some paint, you're going to get some adhesive, you're going to get some foils, you're going to get some glitter, and you're going to get a full set of instructions on how to do your eggs. So today, though, we're going to do some eggs on the live. Yes, you can see I have a dozen eggs that I've already set up. So what I've done is I've taken these eggs, and these eggs are hollow plastic. So at the butt end of the egg here, there's usually a little hole from where they were blow molded. If you can't find it, take a needle or take an awl or something and stick a hole in the bottom so you can put a skewer up the bottom end of the egg, and then you can put it on something like this or in a vase or something like that, and that helps keep them upright, and you can paint the whole surface at once. So what we've done here is first we took them out of the bag, stuck them on the skewers, then we painted them with Faux Effects Set Coat Black, my favorite product. I love this black. I think it's one of the best black paints on the market. Sorry, I'm moving things around in front of me because I set things down and there's pens under paper, things start falling around. Sarah, nice to see you. Then after we painted these black and let them dry, we put Artsyville foil adhesive on them, let them dry for over an hour. The dry time, standard dry time with Faux Effects Set Coat is 8 hours or overnight. Push it a little on craft projects, not on walls. And then you put the foil adhesive on it, and the foil adhesive dry time is a minimum of an hour, simply so that it gets a good firm tack. If you don't let it set up long enough and cure long enough, instead of releasing foil onto the surface, you can peel all the foil adhesive and even the paint off. So that's why you want to let it dry the times that we tell you to. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some of these eggs in our brand new foils. I'm going to angle this down so you can see me working. I will be working on one egg at a time. So this is our brand new Copper Bronze Crackle foil. Last year when I did these eggs, and you've seen them around, you've seen videos of other people that have done my eggs, and we've all had a lot of fun, but I usually do them colorfully. Well, this year I decided to go for a little more organic, a little more elegant as opposed to crazy colorful. So we're using Copper Crackle over black, and your base color always matters. I have found that black and dark gray, dark blues, dark browns usually show the foil the best. Yes, Jill, it is black paint, but it's not a semi-gloss paint. What you're looking at is a layer of black set coat and then a layer of Artsyville foil adhesive. So now this is sticky. You can see my fingers sticking to it. I don't want to do that too much because I can dull the adhesive. So I'm putting it down now on foils have pretty sides and less than pretty sides. Now sometimes these are not easy to tell because we've got these VMAS foils that the foil, the film that it's mounted on is a little hazy, so you don't see how gorgeous it is until it's released. But trust me, this is the not pretty side, because if you put it on the other side, nothing happens. Okay, so I'm going to take that. I'm wrapping my egg in it like a candy, pulling the stick out, setting the stick aside, and I'm mauling my egg. Hi, Darlene. Nice to see you here. All right, so I've salted my eggs, and now this, I say this every year, and everybody kind of weirds out when I say I'm mauling my eggs. Basically, I'm just rubbing the crap out of them. I could take a toothbrush and really go at it to try to get a more, if I could stop shooting it across the table, really go for a more perfect release, but it's all going to be flawed. I personally, just because I think this is easy, especially with kids, just wrap the egg up and maul it and then peel it back. And check to see if you got any spots that you missed either on the bottom or the top. And so, like a square foot of this will give you approximately 4 eggs. But look how cool that is already. Hey, Lori, nice to see you. See if I can get that in focus. Look at that beautiful bronze copper crackle foil all over this egg. I mean, the release is excellent. The pattern is wonderful. If I want more, if I find a couple spots have skipped and I want a little more, I just go back and, here, scrub, scrub, scrub. I got a little more. But I like this very imperfect release because it's going to be part of the final look. So we're going to set that one down here, set it up in front of me. So there's one of the new foils. That is the copper bronze crackle. Now this is our antique mirror foil. And again, you can see how super shiny this is. I love this foil. And for these lives, I'm only just cutting off a couple inches because I don't need very much. If you purchase a complete foil kit, you get 2 feet of foil, 6 eggs, paint, adhesive, and glitter, and I can't remember if there's anything else because I have no memory. Y'all are gonna have to live with my menopause memory, sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, put it on the foil to the less pretty side. I'm trying not to say the ugly side because I don't like saying that. I don't even like the word ugly. And again, I'm going to maul, assault, fondle aggressively. I'm gonna Harvey Weinstein my eggs. It might be a little too soon for that joke. It might be a little dark humored. If this triggers you or offends you, I'm sorry, ignore it. Slide past this. I know. It's just, this is what happens when you're alone. You get weird. All right, and peel that off. And gorgeous, again, look at how beautiful that is. And again, it's a little hard to see in the camera, but it's got this beautiful dappled pattern all over it. And it's silver and gold. So I love that. Now we have a very similar gold dappled foil. And so we're gonna do one egg like this. And we're just gonna have a very elegant, neutral colored, maybe even a tad masculine set of Easter eggs. If you're going to vote that colors have feminine or masculine personality, I'd say that these colors might be a little more either organic or masculine depending on your point of view. So again, gold dappled foil. The egg is going on the less pretty side, and I just want to make sure I don't fold up the foil underneath the egg, because if I do that, then nothing gets released in that spot. And then, oh, thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. I never know if I'm being a smartass or being truly offensive. I'm not trying to be. I just have a very dark sense of humor. It comes from all my German relatives and the situation going on in the world right now. I'm just trying to have a little sense of humor. It's my coping skill. So just remember, I don't intend to offend anybody. Even if I do, if I have offended you, I truly apologize. That was not my intent. So I've wrapped this up, I've molested it, I've mauled it, I've assaulted it, I've done everything I can to it, and now I have this gorgeous, dappled, super shiny. Hi, Susan, nice to see you. super shiny egg. And I ask you all while we're doing this to sprinkle the love. That is the new word that we try to use on Facebook since some of the other S words have become unpopular and can mess with the demographics. Sorry, I have to have a little sip here. Disco ball full of iced tea. All right, so if you would mind sprinkling, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, I love this. Okay, this one now, this is our pewter bark foil. This just came in 2 days ago. So not too many people have seen me use this on anything. Although I did show the basic release of it on a live, yesterday. I don't know, I did something. I did an Instagram that I haven't posted to Facebook, but I will. Okay, so I've got my little piece. Again, we have the pretty side, we have the not pretty side. We'll stick an egg in it. Wrap it up, pull the stem out, and then I'm gonna just rub the crap out of this egg. And again, on some of these foils, you can see how the foil starts turning white, and that means that the foil film that's on the other side of this has released on the surface. So when you see that happen, that's actually a really good thing, because it means it's leaving the foil on the adhesive and not on the foil backing. All right, look at that. Oh, God. It's so pretty. Oh, I'm so excited. Now, this one's a little deeper, a little darker, a little mysterious, you know, just like me. But look at this. I mean, look at, you got tones and streaks, and it's, again, sometimes these metals don't show up as well, but there's no difference in application here. We've got a pewter streak here and a brown and a little gold running through, and then the pewter comes back. So this is just stunning. Stunning. I am so excited when I get these. Now, you all may have seen this one before. It's one that's been around, this cracked copper, but it does make a gorgeous egg. Trim that little piece off right there. And I always try to tape my rolls closed again as fast as possible, because otherwise I'm a klutz and a slob and I can ruin things really fast. So, and if you see little speckles of black on my hands, V-Mask wants to release really easily. So sometimes when you crinkle the foils, you'll get the backing and stuff, it'll fleck off. So just be aware of that. All right, I'm gonna roll up my egg, pull the stem out. Now you can put those stems, you could paint these and insert them back into the egg, put them in flower bouquets. You can put them on wreaths. You can make a whole vase full of them and make a bouquet for your home. You have lots and lots of options of what you can do with these eggs once they're done. I'm just picking up a little extra foil in some of the thin spots. Okay, look at that. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous egg. All that copper and the green patina. And if I want less black showing from the undercolor, because you will always have that happening. Foils are a thin film, and they will crack and leave an irregular release on an uneven surface. So if I had any unevenness, which I do right here at the top and bottom where the paper mache layers over itself, you can actually, if you look close, you can see it created that sort of starburst pattern at the end. That's from how the paper lays over the egg. But that's all perfectly fine. It looks great, and I'm loving these. These are coming out so pretty. All right, so we're gonna do, the next one is Woodhaven. And again, this is another V-Mask foil. Just cut a little piece here. This is a great project to do with little kids. How do I know? Because I've done it with a couple hundred little kids. We have had events in here at our town over the years, so I've done this similar technique with eggs and with ornaments and with all kinds of stuff, and the kids love this. It's once you can't, if you do the messy part, like the painting and the adhesive, and you just hand them an egg to foil, you're gonna be making a bunch of really happy kids. All right, so I'm gonna pull that out. And if you have older kids, they can do painting too. Are the eggs polystyrene? No, they are, this is what the eggs are. They are paper mache covered plastic eggs. I carry them. You can order them from me directly from my website, paintedstudio.com. I'm sure there's plenty of other places. I just happen to have a huge surplus of them because I thought I was only ordering a couple last year, and I ordered a couple dozen, to say the least. I have like a gross of these. So I'm just gonna scrub this one to make sure I get lots and lots of release. Oh, I love this. I really love, Woodhaven is such a pretty barky gold pattern. And I will list the names of all the foils and all the products used in the post for this once we finish doing the live. And if I miss any of your questions, as always, I will go back through the comments and answer everything I can. Okay. And let's get a little more here. So I know somebody's going to ask this. So you saw two barks, and we did the pewter bark and the Woodhaven. What's the difference between the two? That's the difference. This is the pewter bark, so you have deeper colors and uneven streakiness, which is important. That's part of it. And then the Woodhaven is gorgeous, and it's more gold with a little bit of dots and brown streaks in it, so you get that kind of a release. And let's see. Next one. Oh, I love this one. This is the Copper Slade. Little more subtle in the colorings than the cracked copper. Not quite so bright orangey with the copper colors. This is much more subtle. Okay, and let me have an egg. An egg. My grandmother was from Scranton, Pennsylvania, in Pennsylvania Dutch country, so she said egg, not egg, egg, A-I-G, egg. She also said sandwich. It's very funny. Every once in a while, she worked very hard to get it out of her speech, but every once in a while it would come up in things like egg and sandwich. So now I'm just rubbing the tar out of this egg, releasing the foil all over it, making sure to rub the top and the bottom. I am playing with my egg's butt. Make sure I get a shiny egg butt. Okay, now I'm going to pull this off. And again, so subtle. Much deeper, the copper's deeper, the green is deeper. So the difference between the cracked copper and this copper is a whole lot. You know, I just realized I have a ring light that I keep forgetting to use, and maybe if I put it on, I can show you the colors better. Let me stick it on there, and that should help a little better. Okay, so here is the cracked copper, and this is the Copper Slade. So you should be able to get a better idea of the difference. This is just richer and deeper. This is brighter and a little more in your face, both of which I love. This should be able to give you a little better idea of what the cracked copper bronze looks like. This is the dappled gold antique mirror. And then this is the pewter bark. And where's the other one? This is what was the other? Woodhaven. Gosh, I can't remember anything right now. So we have all these different, and you're going to see as they start to build up in front of me, I will pull them in front and you'll see that they're going to create a very neutral palette. So there's what they're going to look like together. Hi, David. Nice to see you. Thank you, Susan. They are really pretty. So this is what I'm doing. This allows you to see what each of these new foils looks like on a different surface as opposed to a piece of furniture or a wall. It's a little bit smaller, so you get a more hands-on look. This one now is called Spotted Champagne. I love this foil. This is so pretty. Actually, I'm kind of a foil junkie in general. If you haven't been able to tell from my lives, most of my lives are foils because they are such high impact for such low effort. I mean, you all have to work. I don't like to say low effort, but it's a big bang for your buck result. You're putting in a couple layers and you get a really wow effect out of it. All right, so I'm just gonna assault my egg a little more. I gotta maul the egg. And I'm pulling the stem out, so to speak. I just want to go back over this with a little bit of a scrub brush, but it is releasing really well. I can see it already starting to, and again, like I said, there's spots like right here. I don't know if how that looks to you, but to me, it's white here. That means that the foil is releasing onto the surface and letting go to the backing. So that's a good thing. I will have a little spot on the bottom that I missed. See, I missed the whole bottom. So I'm going to go back in. Now again, if I wanted a more perfect release, I would take it, I'd do this, I'd take my brush, I'd scrub a little more, I'd not have more eggs falling on other pieces of foil. And doing this, I'm going to get a smoother, less flawed release. But I'm still going to have flaws because this wants to crinkle and this is round. So it doesn't always just, it doesn't just like slip on there, surround it like I was dipping it in something liquid. It requires a little more work than that. Let me see if there's other spots that I want to put a little more on. And I think I'm a little spotty looking right there for my Spotted Champagne. My Spotted Champagne spottily applied. As you can hear, I'm a little congested because, you know, nothing like a little pandemic added to allergy season. So I'm afraid to go in public and sniffle. Somebody's going to think I'm going to infect them when it's really just allergies. So look at that Spotted Champagne. And I don't think what you can't really see here on camera, and it's so hard to show it, is the subtlety. So I can see the spots in the champagne on here and the unevenness in the tone, and it's so pretty. Susan, I make it look easy because it is easy. Those who know me personally know I'm very clumsy and I'm a big old dork. And if there's a way for me to knock it over and break it, I will do it. I should own stock in things like Zag, who makes the shields for the fronts of phones and things like that, because God knows, I just constantly dropping them and breaking them and then having a new one sent to me and stuff. Okay, so our next one is going to be carbon fiber. I don't know if this has a color. Carbon fiber pewter, which has this really kind of cool pattern like that. I like that. That's going to be cool. Somebody's sending me Facebook messages. I'm not reading Facebook messages right now because it's just me here. So whatever is going on, You're gonna have to call me later. All right, so I'm just, again, rubbing this, and this carbon fiber one actually is a fabric foil, so you could actually use it on your clothing too. We have adhesive for foils for fabrics. Oh gosh, this is gonna be so cool. Oh, holy crap, that is so cool. Can you see that? Look at that cool carbon fiber pattern on there. That is so cool. Lori, I like the champagne foil too. It's gorgeous. All these V masks and sort of neutral colored foils. I'm a bright color person, so it's really hard for me to step out of my bright color box and then go shift into neutrals. But today, I was just feeling these foils and loving the way that they're all looking together, so I wanted to create something that worked together. All right, our next one here, this one is Old Colorado. Now this one's going to be dark and deep gold and kind of bronzy coppery, as opposed to some of the other ones that were more gold or bright gold with silvers overtones. Okay, I'm counting my foils because I swore I picked out 12 and I might only have 11. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, I only picked 11. Oh well, I'll figure that one out later. I have another roll. I have plenty of other foils sitting right next to me, thanks to Jennifer sending me some samples too. Okay, so this is Old Colorado, and I think I'm gonna do it this way and wrap it up. And watch to make sure I don't fold that foil under, because otherwise I'm gonna give myself a spot where the foil does not release on the surface. All right. All right, so I got it all wrapped up. Look at this. This is, oops, my foil's shifted, made things move. Okay, and I'm gonna take my toothbrush. I think we'll do one in the Serengeti pattern that I didn't order, because then if you all like it, you can tell me and I will bring it in. But you have to tell me, because if you don't like it, there's no point in me ordering it. Oh yeah. Okay, so the Old Colorado, really subtle on the eggs. The variations and the striations, you're going to see a very, very, very subtle. It's almost going to look like a solid color, but it's still so pretty. This is the Old Colorado. Look at that gorgeous, weird, bronzy color. And it's actually very subtly striated through it. You cannot see that well on camera because it's so subtle. I'm looking at it in person and I know it's there. I can see it there, but it's really, really subtle. So just be aware of that. It would show more on bigger boards. I think I have a sample right here. Let me grab that sample. One of the nice things too is that Jennifer makes sample decks for colors. So let me pull that out, and here's what Old Colorado looks like released on a larger flat surface. So that's a different look than you would get, say, from the egg. But you can see they are the same color and the same pattern. It's a gorgeous warm color. Susan, I am using Artsyville foil adhesive. This is our product. I love this product. Now, if you're in the UK, and Susan, I think you are, check with Kate Whitson in Scotland. She will, I believe she has the foil adhesives to sell in the UK. Okay, this is one that is brand new, and as you can see, I have a very small roll of this. This is walnut burl. Jennifer only had a little bit of it in when I ordered it to bring it in here to the studio, so as soon as she gets another roll, a bigger roll, I will order some more, because right now, snipping off this piece, I have about 13, between 12 and 13 feet of this for sale. So if you love this and want to use it for a small project, you can order about 12 feet of this. I say 13, but I don't trust it to be an even 13. That's why I say order 12, no more. And as soon as it comes in, it will be up there and listed with an unlimited amount, because then I'll be able to get it nonstop. Okay, this is, now I don't know if you can see this burl. It really does look like burled walnut. I mean, look how cool that is. It's gorgeous. So we're gonna put an egg here, and we're gonna have a burled, if I can get it to lay down and not curl back on me. That's the one challenge with VMS, is they like to curl back. Oh, now the stick doesn't want to come out. There we go. We're gonna just do this, and this is gonna be very glossy and very dark and very rich looking, and it's amazing. I have a larger sample board of this so you can see what it looks like with a full release, or I'll pull this out, the sample deck that I got from Jennifer, so you can see it. This is amazing. This almost looks like a burled wood gear shift from a car. Oops, I knocked that over. Didn't mean to do that. Let me pull out the sample so you can see what it looks like flat, get a better read on it on camera. Of course, I'm probably lying to you, and it's not here in this deck, so I'll have to go and find it. And there we go. That's red maple burl. That's not walnut burl. Let's see. Do I have it in here? Of course I don't. So it's right over here in front of me, though. All right. Okay, this is the walnut burl on a sample. And here is your walnut burled egg. So like I said, it's not easy to see on camera. This is what it looks like on a flat surface. This is amazing looking. It looks like the top of a gear shift. I mean, you all seen cars or been in a car that had a burled wood panels and burled wood knob to shift the gears. That's what this looks like. All right, we got one more to do, and this is a sample pack that I received from Jennifer with my order for foils, and I'm just trying to find the one I'm looking for. This is called Serengeti Plain, and this will take a second because I gotta open it too. Oh. Okay, so I hope you're all having fun watching me untape something, because I thought I had 10 pieces or 12 pieces of foil samples out, and I didn't, so now you just get to watch me try to open one to work with. The benefit is this is a sample, so if I crap it up, oh well. You know what? Let's do this. We're gonna cut a little end piece off there. That's what I do. I'm tired of fighting with the tape. So I've got enough to put an egg in. Matter of fact, I have more than enough. I have like 2 feet there. So I'm gonna take this egg. This is our last egg. And wow, this really wants to be a pain in the neck and roll. There we go. Let's get this all foiled up. Now this is going to be very different looking. This is not one I've used before, but it's one I've admired. I put in the ones that I knew would probably be popular first, and then I'm choosing stuff. All right, I'm gonna scrub a little extra here. people ask me why I tend to babble when I do these. Well, it's not that interesting watching me do this in dead silence, so I babble a little bit. And see, this is what happens. I rolled the foil by mistake right there, and now I got no release there. So I'm going to come back with my foil right there, rub it down a little bit. Oh yeah, I like that. Get a little more in there. Isn't that burl foil pretty? Thank you, Lori. Susan, they are all just gorgeous. So this is the Serengeti plain, and I think I have the sample of it here. As a matter of fact, I know I do. I just have to find it. Come on, come on. I do this every time. You'd think I'd have these in my head in what order they're in and just be able to snap them up and find them in a heartbeat. This is the Serengeti plain foil, and here it is on the egg. They are just gorgeous. I love how this comes out. Now, I can leave these. Here's our whole batch right here. Woohoo! Look at all those gorgeous eggs. And again, last year's eggs that I did were really bright, really sparkly, really flowery, really springy. This year, I'm doing something a little more neutral. So we've got 12 eggs, and at this point, what is the name of the foil with the verdigris? Lori, if this is the one you mean, this copper one, this is cracked copper. I'm hoping that's the one you mean. So all of these eggs now have had foil put on them, but they still have some sticky spots because we have where the foil didn't adhere right in these spots. So the two options are, well, there are three options. Number one, you don't top coat them or do anything to them because you don't feel like it. But then they're going to stay sticky. And if you think I'm kidding about them staying sticky, you can see they're sticking to my fingers. So that's not a great option. The next option is you can stick the skewer back on them and you can top coat them. That adds some dry time, and it works just fine if you don't want to. But if you're like me, you want to fill these spaces in a different way. So we're going with glitter. Yes, folks, you thought I could get finished with one of these projects without glitter. You're wrong. Look at it. So we're going to start out with some gold glitter, and we're going to put that on some of these. So I think we'll do some gold glitter on this one is done. I gotta see which one this one is. This is dappled gold. So I just take them and roll them in the jar. Now that looks like an awful lot of glitter on there, but I guarantee you, hang on a sec. Needed to get a little brush that I just threw on the floor. So it looks like a lot of glitter, and you're going, oh God, you just ruined the whole thing by making it so glittery. No, I didn't. I'm taking the brush, I'm dusting off the glitter. And really, this just makes it a completely golden egg and so pretty. Now, I can do this with any color glitter. I got really dark ones. If I wanted to, I could do it with black glitter if I felt like it. I don't have to, but I could. Now, this color is sand, which has a slight pink to it. So I think I want to throw the cracked copper bronze in there. I think that would be a good one in there. And I did put paper under here because even though I roll in the jar, which helps minimize the glitter spill, the other way to do this is to take a baggie, put some glitter in a baggie and shake and bake them. Or just shaking them all up and do that. Oh yeah, this is going to be cool. So as I dust all this extra glitter off, it creates a whole new pattern on the egg because you're going to dust off the glitter that's not sticking to where there were cracks. And look at the cool pattern that created. It gave it kind of some streaks and some real interesting lines, almost marbleized it with glitter. And you can dust off as much glitter. I mean, honestly, I could go like this with the glitter and get as much glitter off as I want. You can take a rag, you can take a brush, you can take whatever you want. But, you know, this is me, so I gotta sparkle everything up. All right, then we have ash, which I think would look terrific with our spotted champagne. Oh, there's not much left in this jar. This one was used a lot during the last bunch of egg making. Look, I got so little in there, I can do this. Throw it around, I didn't spill any glitter. I glittered up my egg. Now to get it out of the jar, I might need to take a little something out and just give me something so I can pull it out, because I think I don't have it stuck, I just can't get a grip on it. Oh, there we go. Like I said, it wasn't stuck. The glitter acts like a dry lubricant, sort of like if you coat something in baby powder and try to pick it up, it becomes very slick and slippery. So look at how cool that came out with all that glitter on there. I'm trying to get it so it's focused. I don't want to put it out of focus on you guys. So look how pretty that came out. That's really beautiful. And then let's see, we've got silver. So I'm going to take my carbon fiber egg and drop it in the silver. And then I'm going to dust it. So the better your release is, the less glitter you will have on the surface. So it depends. You could make these, you could do this whole project with no foil and just glitter, and it would work perfectly and look awesome. So here's our carbon fiber one with just a little bit of silver. Thank you, Inga. I appreciate that. I have so much fun doing this stuff. I'm very fortunate. So, all right, I've got 4 eggs glittered. I'm gonna open the jars up in front of me, and then I'm gonna plop an egg in each one. So we'll take this. I might take that lid. I can't do it with the sand one, but Susan, these are so easy to make. If you don't make them for yourself, for your stone bowl, you will be very disappointed in yourself, because these are so simple to do. And really, if I can figure this out and do it in a way that doesn't make it actually harder than it needs to be, so can anybody. So I've just filled this copper in. And again, it doesn't look super gold. It just has a little shimmer, and it's filled in the sticky spots, which is really the whole point. Where's my jar lids? I might take that one and just do that in there. And we're gonna get all of these glittered up, and you'll see what the final results are. And then I'm gonna say goodbye to you, because I'm gonna go home. The nice thing for me is that I can be in my studio and still be completely no contact, staying out of the public. We just do shipping and no contact drop off on sanitized packaging, because we want to help people, but we don't want to do anything that harms as well as helps them. I know it's hard being home, so we're creating kits for you to do things at home. And look at that great egg. Susan, I don't know what Kate has. I can probably get you the eggs and the foils to the UK. I don't know what the shipping delay would be like right now. But message me and we'll talk about it, and we'll see what I can do for you if you want the eggs and stuff sent to you. If you can find them there in the UK, at least the eggs, I'd say do so, because it probably cost you more to have me ship them here than it would be for you to get them there. And Kate Whitson in Scotland, I know, is carrying a bunch of the foils. I don't know what ones she has available. But, you know, I'm trying to help all my friends. So if you've got somebody near you who's not me who sells this, buy it from them. Support their business. They could use the love. Okay, we're going to do the mirror into the silver. Let's see. Let's do the burl one in the ash. Let's do this copper slate in there. And what's left? I got 1, 2, 3. I got to see what ones I haven't done, which aren't many. I think we'll do the old Colorado in that. And that should hit all of our eggs with foil. Now I'm starting to say it like my grandmother. Now I'm starting to say eggs. Lord, I never even lived in Pennsylvania, Dutch country, but some things just must be genetic. So there's that one all glittered, and you can see it really just enhances the shimmer a little bit. And if you don't like it, don't do it. I'm going to put that in the gold, shake the gold up. You may want to know why I didn't shake it in the silver. Well, that's a lot of silver glitter, and I really don't want to have to dig through it to find the egg at the bottom. So I'm not going to. I'll pull this out. Oh yeah, it's stuck on there really nicely, and all I have to do is get the excess off. I clean my studio constantly, and I never seem to be able to get rid of all the glitter. And these projects are why. Because as soon as I clean up glitter from one, I pull it out and do another one. Okay, that copper slate with the gold on it just looks so pretty. And again, it's really subtle, very, very subtle. So it makes a great combination there. I'm gonna close that jar up. I'm trying to be good and close my jars up as soon as I'm done because I'm trying not to leave big messes everywhere, and that's not the lid for that. That's the lid for that because it had glitter on it. All right, there's that one. Take it and shake it up a little bit. So I hope you all are staying well and safe and away from other people at home, doing what you need to do to keep yourself well and healthy, because I want to see you all at the end, on the other side of this. That's my goal, is to do the same. Okay. The release on this was so good that there's very little place for glitter, really just near the ends. But boy, is that pretty. That is so pretty. Oh, my light's failing me now. I better plug that one into charge. Good thing we're coming to an end because you're seeing less and less bright light coming from it. It's just sort of this dull ring. You know, I'm learning the ring light thing. I used to, my old studio, I had a swing arm lamp that sat right over where I filmed, and that always gave me great light. I've got to work on making sure I always have good light here when I'm filming, because it's a learning process. Plus, it's kind of gray and dull out, so it's not helping. All right, this is the old Colorado with this beautiful sand glitter. The sand is beige, but it has a hint of pink to it. So this is so pretty. So I want to thank everybody for taking time out. I hope you had a little entertainment with this. God knows I entertained the hell out of myself. So I hope you enjoyed all that. I'm sweeping all my glitter. I actually have one jar in my studio where I just dump all the leftover glitter from every other project that I do, and now I'm getting this weird and not necessarily pretty glitter mix. So here we go. We had a dozen eggs, different patterns, earth tones, very organic looking, really super pretty. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in here, if this will let me do that. Because I might not, because my hands have glitter all over. Sometimes that interferes with the way everything works on camera. There we go. A little bit back out. And just, these are just all so pretty. I am so pleased. So again, we ask you to sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle our video. Give the love around. Give us a little spread. Spread us like we're frosting. Something you love. And we hope to see you back here soon. I am so grateful for all of you. If you have any questions and I haven't answered them, post them here. I will go back through. I will read all the thread. Let me flip up so I'm talking to you, not to the eggs. All right. Darn camera things all want to flip around. Thank you for spending some time with me this afternoon. I love these eggs. I think you will too. If you have any questions about the products that I'm showing you, the kits that we have online, or anything else, don't hesitate to leave us a message. Leave a message on the thread here. Leave us a Facebook message. You can contact me through damn near every form of social media, because that's how we're all working these days. And you guys just enjoy some quiet time with your family. Create a project with them. Spread some love with them. Keep to yourself though. And wash your hands. Love you all. Have a great one. Bye.